Large screen smartphones and retina displaying tablets are now commonplace in most consumer households. Following this huge boost in multimedia tools, we need external sources of power to feed our power-hungry devices. There are a range of external power supplies we can use on the go when access to a computer's USB port or a power socket is not available. Here I have one such device which houses the largest battery I've seen in any external battery pack. Welcome to Ifty's Tech Corner, where today we are looking at the RAVPower Deluxe external battery charger. RAVPower stands for Reliable, Affordable, Value. As a major player in laptop portable power solutions, RAVPower aim to provide high-quality, reliable devices at affordable prices with outstanding customer support. We may have seen many portable battery chargers that have plenty of power, but the RAVPower Deluxe external battery charger is one of the largest portable battery chargers I have seen. The RAVPower unit has a beefy 14,000 mAh lithium-ion battery and can output a total of 3 amps through a dual USB output of 2 amps and 1 amps respectively, meaning it can charge 2 devices simultaneously. Inside the package we have the actual unit itself, which we'll take a closer look at in just a moment. Underneath this we have some basic user guides and warranty information. Finally, within a soft carry bag we have our cables and adapters. Rather than taking the standard route including one micro USB to USB cable plus an Apple specific cable of some sort, RAVPower packs in 2 coiled USB cables that can interface with a variety of included plugs. Notably a classic dock connector, a mini and a micro USB connector, and a small phone connector. Note that there is no lightning connector in the box, so if you have an iPhone 5 or one of the newer devices, you'll have to use your own cables. The RAVPower external charger is basically a brick of power. Made from matte plastic and shipped in a white version as well as this black, the device is not a sleek, stylish battery pack case that you slide your iPhone into. This is a brick measuring roughly as tall as an iPhone 5, an inch wider and twice as thick. RAVPower did do their best to make the brick as sleek as a brick can be, however, so it has nice, rounded, scratch-resistant edges that feel good in the hand, and an aluminum edge that is somewhat reminiscent of the iPhone 5 styling. On one edge of the device you'll find 2 full-sized USB outputs, one for 1 amp charging, one for 2 amp, plus a micro USB input and a flashlight LED. The top has a single blue light bar that illuminates in 4 segments to indicate the level of power remaining. A button on the top doubles as a power switch and trigger to make the bar show the battery's remaining power. Hold it down and the tiny flashlight on the edge turns on or off. Very useful if you are out camping, for example, and need a flashlight to connect the cables up and charge your smartphone. Otherwise, it's a simple, sleek design. It has some weight to it, which is expected considering it's a battery block after all, but as far as aesthetics go, I'm not sure you could do much more with a battery pack. Size-wise, it fits into a jacket pocket easily. You can also get this into a standard jeans pocket, although not super comfortably. Nevertheless, you could throw this into your backpack or laptop case and never be stranded without power. The RAVPower charger is a fairly straightforward device. Using the mini USB cable included, we plug one end into the device and the other into a computer USB port or a wall adapter in order to charge the internal battery. Considering the size of the battery, I would recommend a wall adapter instead, since it will take several hours to charge up that big 14,000 mAh battery. A press of the single round button on the top of the unit will show you the current power level. We can then simply use the included USB cables to attach a device. I must admit, I'm not a huge fan of these coiled USB cables, but considering whatever you charge will probably be next to the battery anyway, they work well to save space and you avoid the need to untangle longer cables. Nevertheless, you can always attach any other standard USB cable to the device to begin charging. Bear in mind a lightning adapter is not included anyway, so if you have an iPhone 5 or 5S, you'll need to use the cable that came with your handset. Once connected, press the power button once to begin charging your smartphone. Simple. Another nice benefit is the RAVPower has 2 USB ports allowing for dual charging of 2 devices simultaneously. There is a total of 3 amp charging output between the 2 ports, split between a 2 amp port and a 1 amp port. I found no issues charging 2 devices simultaneously using the RAVPower charger. The RAVPower then turns itself off when it senses it has fully charged your device. One particular item of interest is this GoPro Hero 3 camera. One of the big downsides of this superb camera is its short battery life. Not anymore. Connect the 2A USB port directly to the GoPro and enjoy hours of recording time, certainly more than enough to easily fill a 64GB memory card. For those GoPro users with an interest, I'll be testing the recording times with a GoPro connected and post my results in a separate video. Finally, a sustained hold of the power button will activate a tiny but very bright LED flashlight. The inclusion of this seemed quite random at first, but after considering some users of the RAVPower could be campers on long trips or victims of long power outages who need to keep their devices charged, the flashlight makes perfect sense. So how much power is 14,000 milliamps? Well, it should be enough to get just over 7 full charge cycles on your iPhone 5 or 5S, which is a big benefit over battery cases, which traditionally will give you only one full charge. Looking at tablets, it can charge a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 at least 3 times, taking a little over 2 hours to fully charge the device. It has similar performance with the Google Nexus 7, which it could charge around 3 to 4 times, again taking around 2 hours for a full charge. When we move to the larger tablets though, like the iPad Air with its Retina display, it can fill the iPad battery around 1.5 times and takes noticeably longer to fully charge. The factor that is most dicey with this battery is its suspiciously low street price. Despite the $130 manufacturer recommended price, it's currently going for street prices under $40, which makes it cheaper than many batteries with less than half the capacity. The RAVPower 14,000 mAh charger isn't light in your bag, but with that weight you get a battery that has so much power that you'll likely be able to keep your mobile device or smartphone running for several days at a time. The unit is easy to use, can charge 2 devices at the same time with auto power off when not in use, and has a handy flashlight that's convenient when you need to charge your devices in the dark. Whether you are a camper going away for the weekend, a professional on a business trip, or you just want to be able to take or play a lot of video or use a GPS while out and about, there are dozens of reasons why you would want the RAVPower external battery charger. Coupled with the ability to run your GoPro camera for hours on end, the high build quality and varied uses, backed by a limited 12-month warranty for this particular unit, it's hard not to recommend it.